Coming up on this edition of ATV News.
I think it does more harm than good.
A new law is affecting sex-designated housing on campus. We'll show you how the university is moving forward.
The first thing I felt was just relief.
The results are in for the USUSA elections. We'll hear from two of the winners about what they say they'll do for you.
It's March and we're finally seeing a little bit of green on the ground. I'll tell you in weather if that changes with some snowfall.
I'll tell you how women's basketballer Cheyenne Stubbs killed it last week and where she's headed next week.
All that and more, this is ATV News.
From the campus of Utah State University in Logan, Utah, the Department of Journalism and Communication presents the award-winning newscast, ATV News.
It's really dangerous for trans people who haven't done anything wrong.
We hear from one student left uncertain by a new law affecting sex-based housing at Utah State. Welcome to this edition of ATV News. I'm Kaylee Moss.
And I'm Kelly Winter. A new law is changing how Utah State University assigns sex-based housing, giving that power to the State Board of Higher Education. But university spokesperson Amanda Dorito says the gender-inclusive policy is still available. Dorito says Utah State University strives to create a welcoming environment where all students who live on campus are comfortable so they can focus on succeeding in their studies. Consistent with the new law, USU's sex-segregated housing will be assigned based on individuals' biological sex at birth. Dorito says this will continue providing gender-inclusive housing. The bill, now signed into law, was proposed after online backlash towards a transgender resident assistant at Merrill Hall on USU's campus. One student hopes the university works to protect trans students.
I hope that the university is doing everything they can to protect the trans students. I'm hoping that the sort of trans panic that's going on right now in the US and in Utah will eventually die down.
This is Wasatch Hall, where students who choose gender-inclusive housing live. The USU spokesperson says they're trying to create an inclusive and welcoming environment and give students more options to find a roommate. USU offers gender-inclusive housing with the following principles. Students have the option to live with roommates of any sex, gender identity, or gender expression. Students who choose to live in gender-neutral housing are not required to reveal their reasons, and students are asked not to room with romantic partners. Students under the age of 18 need guardian approval to sign up. For more information on USU's housing policy, you can look at the link posted on our Facebook page.
Now that the Utah State University Student Association or USUSA elections are over, students are preparing to step into their new positions. Laura White joins us live at the Taggart Student Center. Laura.
Thanks, Kaylee. I'm here on the third floor in the Senate's chambers. This is where they host their meetings. You can see behind me the old Executive Council's pictures, and now that we have a new USUSA student government, their photo will be hung right here. Josie Packer is the new Student Events Executive Director for USUSA. Packer says she plans to strengthen the community at USU through connecting students to USUSA events.
The polls closed at midnight. I was in and out, like trying to tell people to vote for me. And then the next day came to the hub and was just sitting there like, I really, really, really hope it was worth it.
Poe Yamakoshi Singh won the Logan Vice President title for USUSA. Yamakoshi says he ran for office in honor of his supportive mom.
It was kind of a proud moment for myself and for my whole people. I thought I did myself and my family proud.
Yamakoshi says he hopes to improve students' experience by providing direct support, advocacy, and essential resources to students. The winners will be inaugurated on April 18th, but Packer says she is already doing things for her new position. Live in the TSC, I'm Laura White, ATV News.
Thanks, Laura.
Back to you, Kaylee.
We're learning more about a property where a Logan woman died in a fire. I took a closer look at the Cache County court records of two people who have lived on the property and found out why one neighbor wasn't surprised this happened. Neighbors say the property has a history.
I'm sad that something terrible has happened. I'm not surprised by it at all.
Firefighters responded to a fire on Meadowbrook Lane on Saturday, February 22nd.
We had fire and smoke in a single room in a second story of the building.
Humphrey says 3 people got out of the building.
While en route, we were notified of the possibility of someone trapped in the room that had the fire.
They were asking for if I knew where Terry was, and like, I didn't even have a clue what was going on.
A press release from Logan Fire Department says the woman who died was 40-year-old Terilyn Ross Kelly.
We express our condolences to the family for this situation, and hopefully we'll be able to give them the assistance that they need.
The press release calls the fire accidental, caused by combustible materials that came in contact with a natural gas wall-mounted heater. Cache County lists the property as residential, but there is a shop there. The owner, Willard Daly.
They've owned this property for a long time.
It's just like an explosion of stuff. There's piles of metal and garbage and debris just everywhere.
Neighbors say the property has had problems in the past.
We have had the police here a couple of times. We've had issues with the city as far as property rights, water rights. Just hasn't been a good situation from the beginning.
Cache County court documents say 2 of the people who have lived on the property were arrested 3 months ago. There are 2 probable cause statements on file for 55-year-old Brandon Daly from 2024. One in April for possession of drugs and in December for aggravated assault producing the loss of consciousness. Another probable cause statement said that while investigating Brandon's domestic dispute, Eric's probation officer requested a drug test, which Eric failed. Brandon is in Cache County Jail without bail. Eric is now out. Eric and Brandon have both been in jail before and have a history, according to Cache County court documents.
Joining us at the desk is Hudson Sibley with ATV Weather.
Okay, the weather has been beautiful today. Are we going to keep those temperatures this next week?
Yeah, it's been nice. I'll get into the forecast coming up. With the beautiful weather, people are out walking around. The current temperature is 48 degrees.
Making sure that we have foods available for any type of restricted diet.
Find out how the food pantry on campus is accommodating students with religious dietary restrictions.
This is Dave. This is Bob. Dave took multimedia boot camp. Bob did not.
We need company headshots.
I've worked on headshots before and I would be happy to do it again.
We also need to finish our company advertisement video.
I already have a shot list and it's ready for you to approve.
Bob, would you be willing to work on our company podcast?
I would be happy to take care of that.
You're so prepared. You deserve a promotion.
Be like Dave and take multimedia boot camp at Utah State. Get experience in a little bit of
Welcome to ATV Weather. Hope you're having a good week, and I'm Hudson Sibley. So we can see on the East Coast that there was a big storm that hit us and went past, and we can also see that down on the West Coast we have a storm coming up that's going to hit us, and on our state radar we can take a closer look at that. And we can see that this storm's coming right for us, and it'll hit us in the next couple days, and I can show us that on the 7-day forecast. So on Wednesday, we have a 100% chance of snow and rain and a high of 46 and a low of 35. And tomorrow is another 100% chance of rain and snow at a high of 44 and a low of 30. Friday and Saturday will be both partly cloudy. And on Sunday, we'll have a little sun and the temperatures will come up just a little bit. And on Monday, it'll keep the high temperatures, but a little more clouds. And on Tuesday, there's a 50% chance that we'll have more rain. Thank you for watching ATV Weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Hudson. Okay, I'm actually kind of looking forward to the rain. I love a good spring rain.
I hate to admit it, you guys, but the weather isn't the only thing that's been looking a little gloomy here at Utah State. Kesley Kincaid joins us with ATV Sports.
Yes, the Aggies have had quite a tough week, but our women's basketball team has been killing it, you guys. Coming up in sports, I'll tell you how Utah State tracked it at the Mountain West Championship and where they are headed next. And what award USU gymnast Brianna Brooks is nominated for.
We know the need is here.
We'll show you how the campus food pantry is helping students with religious dietary restrictions.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, have a good time. Seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic. To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall. And make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first thing that helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Coming to college with high meal expectations? Don't be fooled.
No.
Oh, Are your meal expectations not meeting your reality? Let your meal expectations become your reality at USU Dining Services.
That is senior Cheyenne Stubbs with the clutch three-pointer. She was named the America First Credit Union Player of the Week. Welcome to ATV Sports. I'm Kesley Kincaid. We will get back to Stubbs tearing up the court in a moment. Utah State men's basketball traveled to Colorado State to take on the Rams on Saturday. In the first half, the Aggies start off with a strong three-pointer by number 3, Jordy Barnes. Next, graduate student Drake Allen hits this jump shot with 5 minutes left in the half. The Aggies trail by 20. Colorado State started off the game strong with this three-pointer by Kyan Evans. Next, graduate student Bowen Bourne hits this three. Then again, number 10, Clifford passes to Bourne for another powerful three. In the second half, USU starts off with this three by freshman Jordy Barnes. Colorado State answered back with another strong three from sophomore Kyan Evans. Then a pass from Clifford to freshman Jalen Crocker Johnson for another corner three. With 2 minutes left, Nick Clifford hits another three. The final score, Utah State 66, Colorado State 93. The next game for men's basketball is this Saturday at home, where the Aggies will take on Air Force at 2 p.m. Utah State women's basketball wrapped up their home schedule against Nevada on Saturday. And as promised, a look at Cheyenne Stubbs tearing up the court in their game. In the first half, USU started off with this stop-spin basket by senior Cheyenne Stubbs in the paint. Then again, Stubbs hits this three from an assist with Carly Lotta. Next, with 3 minutes left in the half, number 23, Mia Tarver, hits this three. Nevada answered back with this strong basket off the glass by graduate student Lexi Givens. Next, number 10, Dominique Maxey hits this three to wrap up the half. Graduate student Victoria Davis passes to freshman Charlotte Klimenhage, who hits this strong shot. In the second half, USU starts off with this three by Carly Lotta with an assist from Cheyenne Stubbs. Next, Lotta hits another three and gets the foul. With 2 minutes left, Heaton passes to Stubbs, who hits another three-pointer. Nevada fired back with this steal by number 10, Maxey, who takes it back for this basket to tie the game. Then number 4, Audrey Roden accelerates to the basket for this layup. The final score, Nevada 75, Utah State 93. Cheyenne Stubbs, who was named the American West Credit Union Player of the Week. USU women's basketball will travel to Las Vegas for the Mountain West Championship. Their first game will be on Sunday, March 9th. USU track concluded the Mountain West Indoor Track and Field Championships in Albuquerque on Saturday, finishing in 3rd place. The NCAA Division Championships will invite select Utah State athletes to Virginia Beach on March 14th. Utah State men's tennis traveled to Arizona State on Saturday for the final match of a 7-team tournament. USU fell 4-1 to Liberty. Their next match is on Sunday, where they will battle Montana State at home. USU softball dropped their 5th and final game of the Arizona State University Invitational on Sunday in Arizona, falling to Seattle 3-1. Their next game is Friday, where they will travel to Phoenix to take on the St. Joseph Hawks. Utah State Gymnastics traveled to California for a meet against San Jose State. The Spartans took the win with a 195.4. USU scored a 195.175. USU's next meet is this Friday at 7 in the Spectrum for senior night, where they will take on Air Force. USU's Brianna Brooks has been nominated for the American Athletic Award, which is considered the Heisman Trophy of gymnastics, according to USU Athletics. USU's next meet is this Friday at 7 in the Spectrum for senior night. I'm Kesley Kincaid, and you are all caught up on ATV Sports. Back to you at the desk, Kelly.
Thanks, Kesley. The Student Nutrition Access Center on campus, also known as SNAC, is distributing halal food to students during Ramadan. SNAC partnered with Islamic Relief USA, a nonprofit agency based in Virginia, to ship in food for students with religious dietary restrictions. Islamic Relief USA is a fully funded and sent 112 boxes containing 35 to 45 pounds of halal food, certified food products that meet required Muslim standards. 800 to 900 students go through the pantry each week, but SNAC's struggle is making sure they have food available for any type of dietary restriction.
Making sure that the students have what they need, regardless of what kind of situation they're in, it's important.
Walter says there isn't a lot of halal food options in Cache Valley, and so far 82 people have signed up for a box. Thank you for watching this edition of ATV News.
You can watch this and other editions on our Facebook page.
We'll leave you with another look at the Ramadan food pantry.
Have a great week, Cache Valley.